Hello. This weekend I'll be posting some of my reproduction guns for sale on Gunbroker, which will be of particular interest to reenactors. One of them here is a brown Bess. This would be of interest to those of you that are interested in the French and Indian War in this country, the Revolutionary War, and in Europe, the Napoleonic War. The brown Bess was the British infantry weapon of choice. It's a musket. It's not rifled. It wasn't noted for accuracy. It was meant to be used with the British tactics, which was basically facing your enemy at close range with volley fire. This particular gun is interesting in that it's a carbine, so it's the shortened version. It's very lightweight and it presents itself beautifully. It's in basically brand new condition. This gun is specially made by David Petersoli for Dixie Gun Works, and they're quite pricey. Dixie is the only place where you can acquire this gun. It's got some unique features. They advertise it as a trade gun, which it is not. If you're familiar, the trade gun, also known as the canoe gun, were the guns that were given to the Indians. And this gun, the trade guns were noted for on the left-hand side, instead of this brass plate, they had a serpent in brass, and on the lock plate they had a stamp. Some of them had a stamping of a fox head. They did not have the brass on the buttstock, and they were prohibited from having the king's stampings on them. In fact, even for the colonials, owning a gun with the king's stamp was against the law. Only the military could own these guns. So a more accurate description of this gun would be an officer's fusil. The advantage of the carbine was that in the woods fighting, it was the long Bess muskets, the battlefield tactics didn't apply, and the guns were quite unwieldy, especially with all the trees and brush, so the shorter barrel proved to be very effective. The reason I say this would be an officer's version, it has all the same hardware as a brown Bess. However, the original brown Bess had the steel barrel, which was not browned. The browning protects it from rust, and this has beautiful browning on it. I think that's why Dixie had it specially made for them. It just makes the gun look absolutely beautiful. This gun, a friend bought it to hunt, and I explained to him that it was not a gun meant for hunting. It's a close range weapon, but it has very interesting history behind it. And for collectors, as I mentioned, you are not going to find many of these guns because, again, they're very pricey. I don't know how many were sold, but people that buy them probably hang on to them. I got this one, as they say, because a friend was going to use it for hunting. He put a lot of money into it. I took it off his hands, and I have never fired it. So this gun has never been fired. It's in pristine, basically new condition. I did dry fire it so the frizzen has some minor scratches on it, but other than that, the wood is near perfect. I see one little tiny surface scratch here in the coating. Other than that, the wood is beautiful. The browning is absolutely perfect. The barrel is absolutely bright. It's unfired, and I'll be putting this gun up on Gunbroker at a price quite below what you would pay for it, new from Dixie Gun Works, with your especially with tax. Petersoli does make a carbine like this, but it does not have the brown barrel, and this brown barrel on this gun is absolutely beautiful. All the mechanics function beautifully on it. It's nice and tight. It's a half cock. And if you buy the gun, you'll be very happy with it. You won't be disappointed. And again, this gun would be a great gun for a reenactor.